Alright guys, the package finally came in. Huge shout out to TruHart. I've been looking at their webpage for weeks, hoping for them to restock, and when they finally did, I was quick to order. Honestly, I placed the order maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago max, and here... Oh, come on, man. Oh man, this tape was really hard to do one-handed. Anyway, let's take a look. Oh. Damn, look at this. Look at the quality here. Ooh, man. It's like a Terminator part. Honestly, look at this. Like, it's heavy, and yet it's not. No problem whatsoever. And it looks freaking amazing. Since day one, I knew I was gonna order these. I knew that for a fact. I knew my little hatchback needed some rear lower control arms for a very long time. I hadn't touched the rear end, honestly, since I've had it. This is a learn and go process. At least for me it is anyway. But man, look at the quality that this thing gives you. All right, that's enough of the lower control arms. This is the part that's gonna be mostly noticeable. And here, oh, it's the hardware. Quick pull here. This is the front, and then this is the back. This is the part that's gonna be visible, I believe. Now, I didn't really want to go with a color one because this hatchback is silver, and I feel like any color that I would have picked would have been a little flashy, but silver is always classy. Unfortunately, this is literally me opening them and unboxing them right after work, so we're gonna have to wait till the morning before I can install these bad boys in the daylight, because currently it's pitch black out there and I'm too tired to work on the hatch. So we're gonna wait until the morning. Alright guys, so we're back. It's been a pretty hectic day, but I'm finally getting a chance to install these. Now, these are the TruHart lower control arms for the rear end on my hatchback. Now, if we just take a look at our old lower control arms, you can see they're pretty worn out. They're kind of like tearing down at the center, and it makes the ride bumpy and loud. And that's one issue I really wanted to address in the Civic. It's too loud. Look, that's bushing is torn. That one's old. I can't even tell on this one. Yep, worn. And yeah, they're just all gone to shit. Luckily, TruHart provides these clean, shiny new ones with brand new, I think these are polyurethane bushings, and they are, I want to say about maybe 2 to 3 pounds lighter than the stock ones, and they look significantly better. Check it out. I've got the subframe here as well, and I managed to remove the old ones, the old arms here, with relative ease. I tried using the impact driver to remove these, but these pesky ones in the rear end that connect to the subframe on the Civic, they're very difficult to remove, but with a breaker bar, it was relatively easy. Now, I didn't want to just remove the old ones because that wouldn't do the brand new ones any justice if I left it just the way it sat. So I decided to go ahead and paint the undercarriage of the hatchback with a black undercarriage paint. And I also managed to clean up my Yonaka exhaust muffler here. Look, if you guys remember, Mako did a pretty lousy job of covering it up, and it just got oversprayed when I took it to get painted. But now, look, reflection's back. Granted, there's a little scuffs on it because I had to use a steel wool on it, but you know, it's shiny now, shiny and reflective. That's what we're going for. And now they match my lower control arms and my subframe. All I have to do is just wait for the paint to dry, and I can finally install my lower control arms. Look at that, nice and polished the way it was meant to be. The day got away from me again. It's dark. I rolled it in. I managed to install the lower control arms and just roll it in so that I can finish working on this because it's dark outside and I can't see anything. But this polish came out clean. All right, so now that I've installed the lower control arms, what's next is I have to install my subframe. Where's my drill? It's way over there. Fuck. All right. I just don't want to stand up. Why am I so lazy? All right. Let's get this thing installed. Okay, so I managed to get all 3 bolts into place, sort of. I haven't quite tightened them yet, just because I have to get that side in first to make sure everything aligns properly. Now that paint job actually came out pretty good, look at that. Well, I didn't paint that side, just this area. They are now all into place. All that's left now is just to tighten them up. So I managed to install the subframe, pretty straightforward. Look at this shiny, polished aluminum. Now the reason I went with this polished one is because I think it matches perfectly with my muffler. Look at that. And the Civic is silver, you know? And so is the rear end. Now I could just go ahead and install the wheels and lower this bad girl down. Check it out. This is the view you want when you're looking back at your Civic. You don't want to see that stock, dull, black, no subframe having Civic. What you want is these TruHart lower control arms with the subframe. That's dope. We've got our lower control arms set. We've got everything finally put away. And now we could just sit back and admire the view. So essentially, the lower control arms and the subframe all bolt on pretty easy. Honestly, once you remove them, that took me about 10-15 minutes, and then installing the lower control arms is about the same. The subframe, I had a little more issue with it just because I couldn't figure out where the bolts actually lined up and where they went. Apparently they were different sizes. I didn't check. So I didn't want the install to just be, you know, the lower control arms and not clean it. You know, I was down there, I might as well have cleaned it. So I cleaned it and I painted it, and I think it looks pretty freaking clean, honestly. Now I do want to give a huge shout out to TruHart for being one of our sponsors on this video. And if you guys are interested in buying some TruHart parts, just go onto their website, type in the code GoodSpeed, and you guys will get a 20% discount at checkout, courtesy of TruHart. And let me tell you, they have some great stuff on there. I've got my cart full of stuff just waiting to be bought. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So take care and Godspeed.